All right, welcome to another episode from the Chart Readers. We are continuing the EV sector review, looking at three actually. We'll look at Solo, EVGO, and GTEC, okay? Solo made a beautiful run, okay? This thing was screaming all-time low descent and then makes a pretty good 50% plus move. So a lot, you can't be too sad with where we're at right now. But yeah, we'll get into the details shortly. Real quick, what are we going to do today? Same thing we always do, right? We'll take a look at the daily and the weekly to see how things are setting up short term. We have our 5 moving averages, the horizontal support and resistance lines, and then when we're done up here, we'll use the MACD, RSI, and volume as our lower indicators. Hey, if you can please like and subscribe, it does really well with the YouTube algorithms. Nonetheless, I sincerely appreciate your time, all right? And then, hey, if you disagree, let me know in the comments. I promise I'd rather hear it from you than lose personal money in the market. You know what I mean? Oh, I shouldn't have zoomed in. Sorry. Okay, let's get going. Again, I kind of talked about it, right? This stock was dying. All right. I mean, if I keep zooming back, it's going to keep going down. This line right here was all-time lows, and it fell, right, and then I hate using the word magically, right? But once it got over the 8, once it was able to actually get over the 20 as well, good things really did happen here. You know what I mean? And again, red, 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 red with just like a couple insignificant greens is a real easy fill. And I mean, we literally filled the entire thing, right? It's you cannot get mad when it makes a good technical move, right? I mean, it's simple as that. Obviously, this continuing up would have been even better, and yeah, all that sort of stuff. But look, I mean, this stock, how high did the RSI get? How high did you get right here? You got to an 83 right here. Roughly speaking, it was living around 78 on average, right? I mean, it that's really high for any stock, let alone Solo. No offense to Solo, right? So again, filling the entire thing is a very, 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 very accomplished, a major accomplishment, all right? So can't take anything away. Technically, it got to the 100, right? It was able to break the 20. Once you break the 20, you should get to the 50. It goes a long, long time horizontally on the 50 before we actually get any sort of like decent confirmation break, right? But yeah, that entire 50 break was pretty lackluster, and a lot of it was because the 100 was right here. I say it often, right? The way that the lines are spaced matters, and this spacing right here is really good, right? Good little distance, good little distance, good little distance. As we got closer up, man, these got so tight to each other, and breaking the 50 is no joke. Actually, kind of the 50 and the 100 actually never go much further from each other, which is a little interesting as I say that. But look, again, you see the struggle with the 50 here. And again, I actually give a lot to the fact that the 100 was relatively close. You know what I mean? So yeah, I still do stick to that. But again, look, if you're going to break 2 lines with one candle, you need confirmation up here, right? Not going horizontal and eventually down here. And look, where are we at? I say it often, right? This is a cluster of 4. Break the top and fly, lose the bottom and die. Unfortunately, it seems like we're going to lose the bottom and die. Okay, so I'm very much watching this because that green, 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 green up can really quickly turn green, green, green down. I mean, as low as that, hopefully it doesn't go lower than that. Okay, is what I'll say. But this might be a really quick drop in all honesty. So be very, very careful with Solo. Looking at the weekly, look, it's obviously all about that 20, right? It's been a good while. I mean, it's this entire screen. I'm sure if I keep going, it's more. It's been a good while since we've been under the 20. Clearly, we get a good break, no confirmation, right? Good break, no confirmation, right? We've been here before. Do not lose this 8, okay? Keeping above the 8 will keep us well above the 50 on the daily and well above this line. Because again, I'm telling you, that red, 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 red was green, 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 and it'll easily be red, 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 red. I've seen it before. I say it often. You know what I mean? So be careful here. But again, beautiful profit. So like, how mad can you be? Hopefully you've banked some of that, and you've got a good smile on your face. EVGO, where is this thing at? Actually, roughly the same story, right? bad things happen under the 8 and the 20, good things happen over both, right? And yeah, it actually was able to go all the way to wick test the 200. That's a beautiful thing, right? Goes a little parallel with the 50, and again, this is much better spacing, so I'm surprised this didn't happen that much sooner. But yeah, the real sad thing is it doesn't look like, yeah, the RSI never gets extremely high on this one. So in some ways I kind of wish it went a little more parabolic, for lack of words, versus this kind of elongated up, right? But yeah, it's okay. I mean, look, it's shit. Again, how can you get mad when you go from, roughly speaking, four, even if you waited for here, like a good technical break, going from sub 5 to over 7, like that's rough. If this is 750, yeah, you made over 50% on that, even if you waited, right? So you can't get too mad, right? Where are we at? I just said it, so I'm not going to beat the drum, but look, 1, 2, 3, 4, all 5 lines going horizontal. A good cluster of 3, so it should be hard to lose this, but it kind of seems like we're coming to the 50. Look how many days we're under the 8. That's not a good thing, right? So EVGO, a little worrisome, but one more time, so much good profits that hopefully you banked it, right? At least once it lost the 8, that would have been a good place to just bank something. But again, I'm not here to tell you what to do with your money. I'm just here to tell you what the lines tell me, right? This is, I guess, a little better than the last weekly that we saw. Obviously, a very similar story. A little better success with the 20, though, right? Like solo, literally, you saw it, never had that good one. This, I mean, goes a little above it. Actually surpasses the 20 and goes for a 50 break. The week after, again, it's still over, and all of these are still over. So it's had a little better success with the 20. So I will keep that in my back pocket. But yeah, right now the whole story is if you can break 670. If you break 670, a lot of reason to believe you're coming at least here, if not there. You know what I mean? But not a horrible weekly. We just need confirmation, right? That's not good confirmation right there. Clearly, we're going the wrong way already, but still early. Hopefully we get some more movement rest of the week. And then we will look at GTEC last. Oops, not GREC, GTEC. Okay, so GTEC, again, actually made a pretty good move as well. Oh, I thought it did better than this. Okay, it really only did it right here and then kind of started swinging with it went pretty parabolic with the 100 moving average. Look, this by far has some of the lowest daily average, so I always say, you can only take this for so much, right? But look, like a lot of stocks, it's really bad under the 8 and the 20. It starts to go horizontal, and really the wish just was that this went a little more parabolic up than like elongated this way, right? And yeah, ultimately what I'm seeing is we're just kind of in this orbit of the 100, right? So we tried to go up it. We actually tried to use the 20 for the first couple times, right? But yeah, ultimately we've been under both lines for a while, and it's critical we don't lose this, right? If you lose these two, you're under all 5 lines, and that is not a good thing, right? So hopefully we can kind of just stay within these 4. Hopefully we just never lose the 50, and the 50 kind of starts to curve up, right? While these two kind of hopefully start changing their mind. But yeah, all things considered, that's a real ugly MACD. This RSI is, I mean, flat, not even uphill, uptrend or downtrend. And again, volume has been super. A couple peaks, which has been interesting. But again, when your minute chart looks like this, it's not you're literally at the, someone is making 1 or 2 buys and kind of dictating how this thing's going is what this says, right? And as I zoom out, it's basically this, like, you don't want your minute chart looking at this. So hopefully this just does pick up with volume, but ultimately, look, moving averages aren't looking great right now. So, hey, I hope you're learning. I sincerely appreciate your time. More videos are coming.